Done it, never sleep. What's up, my people? Always much respect to all my Patreons right here. Now, we're going to continue to talk about the disruption of traveling with the masses worldwide. But first, we're going to get into some things with this earthquake that they claim shook Southeast Asia. We're going to get into it. They say it's a 7.7 on the Richter scale. We're going to talk about it for a little bit because I already told you about this year. It's going to be one of the most disastrous year you ever see, period. On record, you're going to see the most disasters in some places that you never seen these disasters before. Do you get it? We're going to talk about this earthquake right here and give it a bam. Just make it run.
This morning, a massive earthquake.
Now, pay attention, people. Look at this right here that they show you. Now, first of all, when you look at that building that they claim crumbling down to rubble, you can see that it wasn't a building, really. What is that right there, people? What is that? Just some things they're showing you on camera, on footage, but it don't necessarily mean it's real. Pay attention, people, and watch. I'm going to show you that this is a hoax they give the masses. Big old 7.7 earthquake right there on the Richter scale, but it's bullshit. Pay attention and watch. Look, you notice what's shaking? The camera, not the building. You have to understand this, people. The building is not shaking. It's the camera shaking, supposedly, because they want to give you an impression of a shaking, so they have to shake the camera. Look at the building and you tell me if the building's shaking, supposedly. The building that you claim you see on screen. Remember, you can't trust nothing on screen. Again, look at that right there, people. What you know is shaking? The camera, not the building, people. And the building gonna come crumble down to rubble? Are you kidding me, people? Like controlled demolition. Are you kidding me, people? Just like they tie the planes at the Trade Center and they come down like demolition style, like controlled demolition. The whole thing just pile on each other and go all the way down. That's a controlled demolition, people. So what is this right here? It looks similar. Look what it does. It crumble down, and look, people. While that earthquake is shaking, I guess it's only shaking that building to take it down. Look at these people right there. They have on hard hats and everything, but pay attention. Look.
And a 6.4 aftershock.
6.4, what a joke.
And triggering a state of
emergency. Look at that, people. Building just coming down, people. Controlled demolition style. The building just folding. From an earthquake, people, why the building don't flip over if it was shaking? I'm just saying, people. Say, for instance, you put some sand building, you make some small little houses or building out of sand and then shake it up. What gonna happen, people? The whole thing gonna just fold in, or it gonna just fall over? This is stupid shit for the masses. Since when you know this earthquake shake down buildings like that? Shake it down where it comes down like that, fold in. No, people, it's fake shit for the masses. Right here.
Its impact felt in cities across...
Look, people, pay attention. I'm gonna bust them right here. They can't do this in real life and get away with it. You see me? Too much smart people here. Now look, this gonna be the only building you know this shaking, the one that they show you gonna fall. You don't notice what going on there. Nothing else shaking but that building. Watch if you think I'm playing.
As far away
as
go
back, people.
7.7.
Look, people,
and a 6.
That tree wasn't shaking. Nothing shaking but the building that's fall to the ground, people. This earthquake specifically shake down these buildings. It not shaking nowhere else. As you could see, this person running with an umbrella. Pay attention to this.
Aftershock, striking Myanmar and triggering a state
you notice one thing, people? Just tell me what you notice if you have sense. The lines don't never move. Those electric wires or whatever wire there is, they don't move, people. They don't even shake. And watch that building over there crumbling. Unbelievable bullshit. Wow. I already told you, people, they can't use nothing to pass the mag be the truth. We don't accept deception here. We kick it with a bam.
Emergency.
Pay attention.
Its impact felt in cities across the region, as far away as Bangkok.
And look at that building, people. Look at that building. The earthquake take it down. You believe that? And just like when they show you in the Middle East, these buildings getting bombs, no paint on it, people. Just raw concrete. No paint on these buildings. It's fake shit for the masses. And you could see them put up yellow tape right there. I guess cautionary tape. Wow, to stop people from going there. It's bullshit. Wake your ass up with a bam.
The city, declared
Look
a
at that.
disaster zone by Thai officials, is home to
Disaster zone.
17 million people, many living in high-rise apartment
You hear that?
buildings. This
And that's
skyscraper
the reason why those places gonna see earthquake. Because they living in high-rise building. That's what they're gonna give them for agendas. Do you understand that or not? Pay attention to this.
shook,
Look at this,
buckled,
people.
and
Look at that, people. Look at that. Wow, unbelievable that they get away with this, people. Look at everything around. The only thing that's coming down is that building. The only thing that's shaking. What a joke for the masses. Is that real? A 7.7 on the Richter scale, they show you 9 point something before, and it never shake down on big building like that. This is bullshit for the masses, and like I say, notice what's happening. Only the building alone gonna crumble. Only the building alone shaking. You see a crane right there like they was doing some kind of work. The crane still standing, don't even shake. But the building crumbled down
reduced
to
to a
rubble.
pile of rubble.
Look at that.
As people
How
looked
did
on
that
in
happen?
disbelief, the quake
Look, people. Wow, again, they can't get away. You see what it is, people? Again, go back. Pay attention.
million people, many living in high-rise apartment buildings. This skyscraper shook, buckled, and was
And
reduced
just come
to
down to rubble, but nothing else moved, people. There go building right there, right beside that vehicle right there. You see the pole standing right there? It didn't even shook, people. That car don't shake. Nothing else shake but the building that's
pile of
coming
rubble.
down.
As people looked
Look
on
at this right here, people. Look at that piece of cross bridge right there. Didn't shake, didn't come down. You got my point on that? Take a look at that bridge that go across right there, people. It never even get damaged, but the whole building come down. A skyscraper come crashing down to the ground. But that bridge right there still there, people. Didn't even shake. Look at the trees around. Nothing else shake. But that building that comes
Disbelief.
down. Look at it, people. Look at this. The trees is stiff, people. They don't get shaken by earthquake. Only buildings. Take a look at this.
forceful enough to turn this rooftop swimming pool
Yeah,
into
so
a
why this one didn't crumble down? Why this one didn't crumble down like the Trade Center? Why they didn't fold up like the Trade Center as they show you those buildings? Why it didn't do the same thing? It just splashing water from the top because a pool there. What I tell you, people, is just dramatic news they're giving you. None of it is real. All of it made up shit.
waterfall. Frightened office workers captured on camera were scrambling from their desks
Look at
as the
this.
tremor caused buildings to sway.
Look at the building, people, to swear. You don't see nothing moving in the building. Wow, but the building is swaying. It's swaying, I guess, with the shake. The same one that they show you take down a lot of buildings.
My lazy boy, and all of a sudden
Listen.
it moved back and forth.
Listen, it moved back and
then
forth.
it toppled over.
Listen, people, the earthquake caused the lazy boy that she's sitting in to topple over, people. The chair, the couch. The earthquake shake up the house that bad where it flip over the couch with her in it, people. You believe that? And the house still standing? Come on, man, don't do that. Like I say, people, if you analyze these things, you realize that they're full of shit on the world stage. That's how you go see. Listen.
And I hit my head on the table, but it didn't leave a mark.
Yes, it
And I
didn't leave a mark because you're standing right there telling us the earthquake flip over your couch. Yes, you hit your head on the glass table. It didn't leave a mark and the table didn't break. What a fucking joke. Why the glass table didn't flip over, but the couch that you're sitting in, it flip over. The glass table didn't flip over, people. That's where she flipped over and hit her head. Wow, what a joke. And take a look at the fake rubble again. You will understand fakery if you pay attention to the mag. Where is the paint on those walls? Where is the paint, people? What is this they're showing you? Why is everything just piled on right there like a damn controlled demolition? Why does it look like that? Because it is. All they do is fake the masses. Same thing they do with the 9/11. This is what they do for the trickery worldwide.
The glass table either.
No glass
Alarms
table didn't
going
break.
off as the quake hit around midday in Bangkok.
Midday,
Crowds were
12.
waiting at rail stations to evacuate from more densely populated areas. Reports from inside
Look at that,
Myanmar have been slower to come, but videos on social media showed debris in the streets
Of
and
course.
broken roads and a major bridge near Mandalay that fell to pieces into the river. The situation inside Myanmar is harder to assess because the country is still grappling with a civil war. But
Yeah,
the
that they
latest
also got a civil war going on there, and now they get hit by a dangerous earthquake. Listen,
reports suggest that the airport in the capital has been closed
Of
down
course it
because
is.
an air traffic control tower has collapsed. While in Bangkok, officials say that dozens of people, including workers at a construction site at this hour, remain unreachable.
They're unreachable. You hear that, people? So remember, they have to continue the drama. The TV show don't just cut off. Got more to go. So yes, they're gonna tell you about these people missing or trapped under rubble. And now you're gonna see them digging like they always do to find survivors. Move. Now take a look at this footage. You see they said it might concern you now. Watching this footage, it might upset you. Pay attention to this. Somebody was sitting over there, even though the earthquake is shaking the whole place, they're sitting over there comfortable to record this right here to show you what the earthquake is doing to that building. But I guess it ain't doing nothing to the building that they're sitting in recording it. Okay, look, pay attention to this. You're sitting in a building watching that and knowing that it's an earthquake, and you're still in a high-rise building recording this shit, people? Why the earthquake is not shaking where the camera at? This is bullshit for the masses. 100% bullshit. Pay attention to that right there. Yes, the water flashing from the pool off the roof. Another one again. Look, people, look. You don't see no shaking. The building is not shaking. In our eyes, people, you're looking at the building. It's not shaking. Look at it right there. What kind of shaking you see on that building, people? It's not shaking any at all. But by the way, a crane or something is attached to the side right there. That's what's falling off. Right there, look. People screaming. Nothing shaking, people. Nothing shaking. Wow.
Well, the shaking caused by the earthquake threw water from a swimming pool down.
Why the shaking didn't break the windows, people? Remember, listen to me, man. I'm not dumb. Remember, these are concrete buildings, supposedly. So look, you see that window, the glass window? If the building ever shift, those windows gonna break. You hear what I say or not? So now that square that the window sitting in between gonna just change shape if the building move. So the window's gonna pop. Do you understand that or not? Just common sense I'll use. That's it. Common sense is all you need to debunk fuckery. That's it. You can debunk anything with common sense. So I'm saying, people, the windows don't break, but the building is shaking enough for the water to splash off the top because the pool is there. You hear me? Look. Pay attention.
Of this skyscraper in Bangkok.
What a joke. Look how the water splashing, people, with no shake. What a joke. Wow. Notice the trees, people. Notice the trees. The earthquake don't shake trees, just building. Pay attention to the leaves, people. It's still as ever. It's still not moving. Not even a little bit of wind moving it, people. It's not shaking. It's bullshit. Watch again. Look. Why the tree not shaking, people? Why the tree not shaking violently? If it's that bad to shake up the building and the water come falling off the top. Bullshit for the masses. Right here. Take a look. You notice anything? The poles don't shake. The light poles don't shake or nothing. Just the building. Look. And they're standing up there watching it. And look where they stand, people. All tall buildings around where they're standing right there recording it. And it's an earthquake? Okay, let's see. Look at this right here, people. That was under construction somehow, somewhere, people. It shows you like it was under construction, and that's the one that come falling down. Look at it right there, people. Look at it. It's a made-up footage. 100% made up to fool the rest of the world about the Southeast Asia of this big earthquake. Look at it. Look at that. Wow, what a joke for the masses. And who recording them running, people? Obviously, the person who recording them running is not running. I'm just saying, people, what is this? Look, let's see. I guess they are running, but they get the footage anyway. Dozen of people, all of them. Running and cheering for this bullshit right here. Look, people, look. Wow. The trees didn't even shake, people. I'm done. I'm going to leave it right here. Just to let you understand that the mag never miss. I just never miss. Look at those trees, people, while the whole fucking building coming down. The building made out of concrete and steel and all of this. It comes crashing down by a shake on an earthquake. The earthquake can't even shake the trees around it, but it can take down the building. It can take down a skyscraper. Okay, go back and I'm done. Watch. Take a look, people, and then we can close it out. Look what they show you right here. Just take a look at it. Pay attention. They have this building with this blue around it. I don't know what's that for. But take a look at these little trees right there. You can't shake an earthquake and those not shaking. You can't. The earthquake can't shake that bad, that violently to take down that concrete building and don't have the power to shake the tree and this pole right here, that light pole. Did you see that? That's where they fuck up. You can't put the camera on a light pole to show us a fucking building coming down by the earthquake and the pole's not shaking. The tree's not shaking. These wires not shaking. How you get away with this fake footage? Too much dumb people on the earth. Look at these people. Nothing else move. Look at it. Everything stiff. Everything stiff but the building. Everything frozen. Nothing shaking. Even though it's a big old earthquake. Look at the wires, people. The wire's not shaking. Remember, the wire is coming from a pole. The wire is attached to a pole. The pole gonna be shaking, so the wire's supposed to be shaking violently. If it's that earthquake that can take down that big old skyscraper, do you get me? Okay. Pay attention. All fake you get from TV. Building come crumbling. Nothing else shaking sight. Look at that. The pole's still standing. Just the building comes down. Okay, that's controlled demolition. 100% in. If that's not CGI, yes, then it's controlled demolition. They take a footage of it and then use it to tell you about a big earthquake in Southeast Asia. That's all they did, people. You see it right there with your own eyes. It's CGI footage. It's not real. There's no way you can have that violent shake to take down a skyscraper and it can't shake the pole. It can't shake the wires. It can't shake the trees. What a fucking joke. They got busted and the bitter truth. Move.
NBC5 responds, we're looking into your rights whenever you travel out of the United States and then back in at the border after a French scientist was denied entry into the United States earlier this week.
People, a French scientist was denied entry earlier on this week. Just like they tell you about a Saudi doctor trying to come in. They check our phone and they find Hezbollah and them things in their terrorist faces. So they have to turn her back, revoke her visa and all. So that's the trend right here they're giving you. Do you understand that? Like I said, they're going to disrupt travel. Especially, countries to countries. They're going to disrupt travel to keep you at bay. What do you think the plan is? To nail you down where you're at? 100%. And I told you I never miss. I see this agenda from a mile away. Look how long I've been telling you that this gonna happen. And you see it unfolding right in front of your eyes. Listen and watch.
NBC5 responds, PJ Rendawa is here to explain what U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers are actually entitled to do.
The answer may surprise you. We started looking into this after the French government claimed the scientist's phone contained...
What kind of fucking scientists? Those are the ones you've been talking about that been tricking the masses the whole time, people. Everything major in your life attached to a scientist. That's what you need to know. Somebody that you can't see in real life. They just tell you about them making these decisions that life towards your life. Do you understand what I'm saying here, people? Life depending shit come from the scientists right here on earth. So anyway, they're telling you it's a French scientist trying to come to America, and I guess they check his device and they see something to turn him back. That's the new trend they're gonna give you on the news to scare people from flying in America. And they're gonna do the same things to the Americans worldwide. to keep everybody nailed down. Listen.
Messages opposing the Trump administration. U.S. authorities say that isn't true.
Go back, people.
French scientist was denied entry into the United States earlier this month.
NBC5 responds, PJ Rendawa is here to explain what U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers are actually entitled to do.
They can do whatever
the answer may surprise you. We started looking into this after the French government claimed the scientist's phone contained...
And of course, people, the French government gonna be involved because one passenger get turned back from America. The government already involved. You believe that, people? How much time they turn back people coming into America and you never fucking hear about it? But this time it make news, people. Of course, now the government talking about it. It comes straight to the government attention that somebody was turned back from America, from their country. Do you believe that, people? It's bullshit. 100% bullshit for their agenda. These things don't get that big, people, where the president and prime minister talking about it and put it on TV. It is fake shit for their agenda.
Messages opposing the Trump administration. U.S. authorities say that isn't true, but the scientist was supposed to attend a conference in Texas when he was turned away.
A conference.
The Assistant Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, Tricia McLaughlin, posted on X.
You see, people, they have to post it on X, people. They're posting on X. So all of these worldwide people, government and all, in order for them to get any message across, social media. What about before social media, people? How did they get their point across? This is bullshit for the dumb masses right here.
The researcher in question was in possession of confidential information on his electronic device from Los Alamos National Laboratory in violation of a non-disclosure agreement, something he admitted to taking without permission.
What is it talking about, people? What he got in his possession that was illegal to come from France to America? What is it? What is it he can't have in his device that they have to turn him back? What is it? Okay, all right.
Attempted to conceal. Any claim that his removal was based on political beliefs is blatantly false. In violation of a non-disclosure agreement, something he admitted to taking without permission and attempted to conceal. Any claim that his removal was based on political beliefs is blatantly false.
Okay.
According to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, CBP officers may search a traveler's mobile phone, computer, camera.
You hear that, people? Now they might search your mobile phone, computer, camera, every damn thing. What is they looking for in a camera? Okay, so they want to see if you have terrorist photos in there? What is the problem, people? What is the problem? Like I tell you, your device carry your whole buried in it, your whole life. Nobody understand what they're doing here. The device carry your whole life. It can tell a whole story about you, build up your character and every damn thing. Oh, you think these people know you from afar? Is that same device that you're using and these apps? Do you get it or not? So yes, people, your whole life is in that cell phone. Your bank information and every fucking thing. And these people now can intrude on that because they worry about you having a terrorist picture in your phone. This is stupid shit for the dumb masses. It's just to invade your privacy. It's part of the surveillance of the masses right here in hell. And you might thinking that it's gonna go just right there against people who's coming in America, but no, they're gonna start check your device every time they want to know something about you. They're gonna force you to open that device. Remember, you use your fingerprint, you use your eyes, they can let you do that easy. They can take your finger and put it on it. They can put the phone up to your eye and let it open. All of these things, like I tell you, they can do. And later on, they're going to tell you about Apple and Android, what kind of policy they have on releasing these things. Have a lock phone, open a lock phone for them and all, so they can see what the masses have in their devices before you can travel to another country. What that mean? You're going to stop a lot of people from traveling. Just the fact that they're going to be exposed. Just the fact that they have to jump through these hoops just to go to another country. That's what they're doing, people. putting on the pressure so everybody stay in their own country.
Or other electronics on rare occasions.
There you
It
go.
says in fiscal year 2024, just over 47,000 people had their electronic devices searched at a point of entry into
There
the
you go.
U.S.
Why?
According to U.S. Customs and Border Protection, when an international traveler is going through customs, they can be referred for a secondary inspection
You hear that, people?
with or without any suspicion of wrongdoing.
You hear that? No suspicion. They don't have to have no suspicion of wrongdoing. So what's the problem? They don't have no suspicion of commit any wrongs, but you want to pick them out the lineup to dig into their devices and all, people. It's just to deteriorate people from coming to America. That's it. You don't understand how fast these things travel around the world as far as these informations. As far as what America doing to the people when they're coming in. Okay, you're gonna spread all the way around the world so everybody gonna know. So what it do is spook people from flying in America. Period. That's what they're doing. You don't understand the agenda, right? Nobody can travel later on. The simple as that. I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you right quick. There's nobody gonna travel worldwide, period, later on. You can't travel from one country to another. It does not matter, people. That's what they're going towards. I've been telling you about this shit for years, that it's gonna come to a point where everybody have to stay in their own country. Anywhere where they supposedly say you belong, that's where you got to stay. Why? There will be no international travel. Period. Listen, they're cooking up the pot right now. Just in case you think I'm playing, they're working on it right now as we speak. Listen.
At that point, their electronic devices may be searched.
There you go.
Search does not include items stored on the cloud.
They're not gonna search item store in the cloud. What does that mean, people? What kind of cloud is they talking about? They won't search item that's stored in cloud. Let's see if they're gonna explain that.
Very interesting. So this is mostly international, not somebody coming to mess if you're flying as an American citizen back into the U.S. This has not been an issue.
I think it is anywhere where Customs and Border Patrol are allowing people into the country.
So that would include American citizens.
Because this was
There
a
you
French
go.
citizen who was dealing with this, correct?
At the end of the day, people, it's gonna be anybody. It does not matter. They're just gonna violate your privacy as you know it. You have no privacy in hell. You've been tricked with that narrative and you buy it. You don't have no privacy here. There's no such thing as privacy here. It's a sham. It's a fake shit they sell you here. Do you understand that? So later on, people, there is no secret here from nobody. There is nothing that you can hide. Like I tell you, that device have your belly on it. And then you're going to have them people searching it at any given time to find out who you are and what you're about. Remember, the phone can tell them that. That's the reason why they give that to you. Move.
Well, several countries are now warning their citizens and residents about traveling to the U.S., Canada, Britain, Germany, Finland, Denmark.
And that's just the scratch of the surface, people. You're going to hear more countries join in. Remember, America put out the travel ban on 43 countries. Those 43 countries going to retaliate against the Americans. That means it's going to be hard for the Americans to travel to those 43 countries. And they're adding more as we speak, people. Pay attention to this.
Are among the countries who have updated their travel advisories. While they are not warning against traveling to the U.S., they are
No, they're not going to tell you that straight out. They're going to tell you, look, you have to go to these things. Remember, the travel advisory is not to tell you you can't travel. It's to advise you about travel. Do you understand? So they can poison your mind and your subconscious not to go to these places. Oh, we're not telling you not to go. We're just putting you up on game of some things that you might encounter going there. Okay, it's the same damn shit. Listen.
Citizens be extra careful and to follow all entry rules or they could risk being detained.
There you go. You could risk being detained. Nobody wants to go to jail. Nobody wants to be detained. Imagine you're going to another country for whatever, enjoyment or whatever you're going there for, you end up getting detained. Nobody wants that. And to avoid that, you will stop flying to America, because just the fact that they have that option on the table, just the fact that they have that on the table, will just stop a lot of people from flying to America from these regions. You best understand why you think they're there doing these things. They don't want nobody to travel, period. Listen.
Story stories floating around in recent weeks in which Customs and Border Protection agents have been denying travelers entry into the U.S. after searching through their phones.
There you go.
We're joined now for more insight on this by Ron Wada, an immigration attorney for Tofopolsky and Smith in San Francisco. Ron, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
So, Ron, the Fourth Amendment protects against unreasonable search and seizures, but there is apparently a border search exception. Can you tell us about
people? That? Yes, a border search exception. They always come give you these things about amendment. None of it is real. It's just to make America seem like they fear. That's what the amendment is about. They break that shit every fucking day. Donald Trump signing executive breaking that shit. They don't respect that shit. They use it to fool the regular public. What you think your amendment right is? Bullshit. 100% bullshit. You have no rights in hell. They do whatever they want to you. Do you understand that? They run mind games and agendas, and you have to accept it. Listen.
Certainly, that exception has always existed.
Of course it is.
It's gotten more publicity these days because of particularly the Trump administration's executive order requiring what they call extreme vetting, which means that in the particular case of border inspections, the inspectors have to be extra alert, extra careful about who they allow into the United States.
What a joke to the masses. So they never used to be skeptic or careful of who they let into the country until now, right? Listen.
Can they do this? Can they actually search your phone?
Of course they can.
Absolutely.
They can do whatever the fuck they want.
The Constitution offers power to the government
Constitution
to regulate
gives power to the
entry
government
of anyone to the United States. And the border is where that power comes into play.
Yes, that means if you're coming to America, of course they can roll you over and shove a pool stick up your ass. Do you get it? It's simple as that. I put it in a proper term for you. Yeah, they can do anything to you once you're coming into the country. And that's what they want the rest of the world to understand and stay away from American shores. That's it. That's what they're trying to tell them right there.
Normal rights that we enjoy in the United States to unreasonable search and seizure.
No, there's no rights here. There's no rights.
Softened in that context.
Wow. All right. So by the numbers here, in 2016, Customs and Border Patrol numbers show officers searched 19,000 mobile devices. Last year, that number exploded to 47,000. Can you decline the search of your mobile phone?
Well, you can. If you're a U.S. citizen, you can decline the search.
If you're a U.S. citizen.
They can hold your phone.
You hear that? You can refuse if you're a U.S. citizen, but they can hold your phone. Your personal belongings, they can hold it. What a joke for the masses. What did I tell you, people? The world is getting tighter and tighter. Even though you have that fucker they call Donald Trump talking about freedom of speech and all of these things, and look what they're implementing, people. They implement a more restricted world on you. Right here. It's more restricted, it's more controlled. You best understand. You believe that you're going to get freedom here in hell? Listen, you have another thing coming.
So it really doesn't pay, or there's no special advantage to decline the search.
There's no special advantage to this. You have to take
allowing the search.
The international students at UC Berkeley who reported were warned not to leave the country because of issues like this. People coming into the United States are citizens. We also have permanent residents or green card holders, of course, and those with a visa. And this applies broadly to anyone coming in through CBP?
Yes, absolutely. Of course, you have greater rights as a citizen, but that doesn't mean they can't search your phone.
Wow. All right. So how deep can these searches
Look at
go?
the hand sign, people. You got the 666s on both hands talking about the B system that they implement right here. Listen.
Because you also have the connection, you log into your bank account.
You hear that?
Your finances are on your phone.
There you go.
How deep can these officers go?
Once they have access to the phone, they can go deep as whatever the fuck in the phone. Do you understand that? So don't ask that dumb question for the masses to be at ease. Remember, people, they're going to be searching your damn privacy. There is nothing off limits. Listen.
What do we know about how they're doing that?
Well, all these issues are working their way through the courts right now.
They're working their way through the courts.
How deep a search can go, what is sufficient to trigger that kind of search. These are all...
They can come up with any fucking thing to trigger off that search. Remember, you're going to the airport randomly, they pick you out. You know what time they randomly pick me out? Because they know who the fuck I am. They randomly pick me out, bring me to a room and want to search me. Thoroughly. Every fucking time. I always get picked out the lineup. What did I tell you, people? You can't avoid these things. They're gonna pick you out the lineup and say, look, random, something select you for whatever reason for them to extra search you. Swabbing your hands, swabbing your fingers, all of these things looking for bomb-making material. What a joke for the masses. Like I say, you can't avoid these things. Once you take part in these things, these travel and all of these, you can't avoid it. They're showing you that they run things here. They give you travel, but you can't just take it lightly. You have to have these qualifications. You have to follow these nice and good path for you to fly on the plane peacefully, or else move. Take a listen to this right here, people. Mumbai. Listen to this right here.
And staying in the region for years, American and Western travelers have enjoyed easy, visa-free access to many African nations. But now, Namibia is flipping the script.
You hear that, people? They're flipping the script. As far as Americans didn't need visa to go to these African regions, and now they're changing it. Now you need a visa. And like I say, people, I told you that I did a video I wanted to talk about, even though a lot of people mad because of what I was explaining about America, now they run things, a lot of people mad, but this is worldwide shit, you better understand. I don't take no sides. So listen to me, people. All of these countries now gonna ask Americans to have a visa before they can come into their country. It does not matter. You know, a lot of people were saying that, hey, look, they need the Americans to come in to support them, tourists and all. These other things that, you know, the people's coming in, visiting, gonna help them out. But no, people, they don't give a fuck now. Now, you have to have a visa to go to these countries. Whether it's gonna benefit the peoples in that country or not, they're gonna ask for a visa from the Americans. Just like the Americans is asking for visa for you to come to their country. They're gonna level it off, people. That's what they're gonna do. In a world where they make and fear, they're gonna level it off. Where all of these countries gonna have supposedly beef, where they're gonna ask for these special, you know, qualification or different qualification to get into their country. The Americans gonna have to stay in America. Do you understand it or not? When they finish, all the tensions and everything that building up, the Americans go nail down in America. The rest of the world, people can't come to America. That's what they're setting up right here. So they start this big beef, worldwide shit. Listen.
In a move that signals growing frustration over unequal travel policies, the country is
unequal travel policies, like I mention all the time. Where you're born, the region that you're born, yes, it decide if your passport can bring you certain places in the world. You could born in a world where your passport can't bring you nowhere. You're born in that side, your passport don't value to take you nowhere at all. Right there, and that's it. If you don't have a visa in it, you can't move. Your foot tied. But if you're American, you could have fly to all of these countries. No visa. Just once you have American passport, you fly anywhere. All of that gonna change. Now they're gonna even it up to tell the Americans they also gonna need visa and paperwork filling out to enter into these countries. Listen.
Introducing new visa requirements for US and other Western allies and visitors. Now, the officials say that it's about fairness and reciprocity.
Fairness.
A step toward equality in global travel.
There you go.
But what does this mean for Namibia's tourism industry?
You hear that, people? As I mentioned, the tourism industry. Because yes, they're gonna benefit when the Americans come in. So that's why they never really contest that visa upside down shit where America don't need a visa to come in, but you need a visa to go in America. Because you get the benefit of them coming to your country and they not benefit of you coming to their country. They not benefit from you coming to America, supposedly. You the one who benefit because you the one who want to be in America. But when it comes to American going to these places, yes, you need them tourists to come in there. Yeah, they want to go there and enjoy themselves as well. But you need them more than they need you, supposedly, because they control your finance. Do you understand that? They're the one who gonna make your economy good. They're the one who gonna do all these things for you. They're the one who feeding you by coming to your country. Do you understand that? But now all of that gonna change. The Americans gonna need visa to go everywhere. Period. Listen.
Report breaks it all down.
In the southern African country of Namibia, the government has announced a significant policy shift. One that requires visitors, especially from the United States and other Western countries, to apply for a visa before entering the nation, known for its breathtaking landscapes, wildlife, and the world's oldest desert.
There you go, the world's oldest desert. All bullshit they're selling you for amusement. All bullshit. You don't have no reason to leave America to go to these places because they're selling you nothing but bullshit. Do you understand? You don't have no reason to leave your country to come to America. Babylon system. Do you understand that? So yes, people, the world gonna be erupted with all of these new agenda that they're putting on now, separating the countries and the peoples. Listen.
Beginning April 1st, American travelers will need to apply for a visa in advance using Namibia's online visa.
There you go, people. There you go.
But those arriving at major entry points like airports and high-volume border crossings will still have the option to purchase a visa on arrival, according to the U.S. Embassy. This brings an end to a long-standing visa-free policy, which previously allowed U.S. tourists to stay up to 90 days without a visa.
Yeah, that stay up to 90 days without a visa. What a joke, people. And most of these countries, the citizens can't stay in America more than a month. If they go 3 months, they're in violation and they take back the damn visa. Listen.
But this isn't just about tourism. It's a diplomatic tit-for-tat move.
Yeah, that diplomatic tit-for-tat move. You know what tit-for-tat mean? Yes, like kids. Yeah, you hit them, so hit you back. Listen.
By Namibia's first female president, Netumbo Nandi-Ndaitwah, who took charge last week.
All of them is a part of the world stage. As you could see it raise his hand or raise her hand. The same way you will see the politicians that taking stands against you do the same hand sign. The devil hand sign, and look at it, all sun rays and stars on it. They're nothing but fakers. Any fucking world leader around the world is a part of the world stage. All of them was put there for the masses' destruction. Listen.
Our government is taking a stand against the United States and other Western nations.
That's why they put that hand up, because they're gonna take a stand against the U.S. government. No, that stand that they take with their hands up show you that they're for the devil peoples. The one that put them on as world leaders. Listen.
That deny visa-free entry to Namibians.
Coding.
And this move didn't come out of nowhere. Last May, Namibia announced it would require visas from nationals of countries that don't reciprocate visa-free travel for Namibians.
There you go.
A total of 31 countries, including the US and the UK, were listed under this policy shift.
See that?
Moreover, this decision comes amid growing frustration across Africa over strict U.S. visa policies.
Hear that? Over strict U.S. visa policies. So there you go, people. Now they're telling you they're actually fighting back against the U.S. because they need all these paperwork and visa to go in the U.S. and come around the next way. U.S. just walk in, so they're going to put a stop to that. Put more pressure on the Americans traveling to these countries. So you listen to me, people. With Americans never used to have visa to travel to these countries. That's something that they're not going to want to just partake in. I'm just telling you right now. Because they used to have it easy and just jump on a plane. without any paperwork and all that. Some of them not going to be able to fly to those countries. They're going to be like, no, I'm not going to go for no damn visa. Because that's something that they never used to ask them to do, to travel. This going to disrupt traveling worldwide. And this is the agenda they've been bringing to the masses for some years now, basically build it up. All those plane mishaps, all of those things, all put to this right here to keep the masses at bay, nail you down anywhere in the world you're at. Even those supposedly border, storming with all these people coming in America to the border, all of it is a part of it. So they have a reason now to separate people. Oh, you don't belong here because you belong to another country and you come across the border. All of these things, people, is to build the tensions, to nail everybody down where they supposedly belong. Yes, another mag, bam, I'm gone.